What's up, Sid soldiers? I hope you are having a fantastic day. Welcome to today's favorite timing back in Final Fantasy 16.
And with the potential on the horizon to go see one Sid's grave in the future.
Yes, but first,
We have a plus.
we have a plus. Look at above our heads.
Above our head, you can see that we are thinking about it.
Right there. It's up there.
Yes, we're going to start with the plus. We have another side mission on top of this one, and then we are going to talk to Otto and carry out our saying our graces against Sid.
Yes, we are. It's funny.
Well,
Oh, it's
that's it.
somebody else.
Here, Sid. Reckon you might be just the man to help me out of a bit of bother, if you've a mind to.
That seems to be the consensus.
Let's hear it.
Yeah.
Well, it's about this alembic the chief's got me making.
Okay.
Lovely bit of kit it is. Bunging a solution you want splitting, and it will separate it out, just like that. Problem is, it won't always get rid of all the impurities. And with some of the stuff we need it for, that ain't good enough.
Have you tried Fireball?
Which is why I've been looking for something to filter the liquid we'll be cooking off. And that's where I was hoping you could help me out.
Like a steam trap?
I imagine Ty could get some use out of this alembic too. Distilling medicines and the like. Alright. Why not?
Proper job!
So what exactly do you need for this filter?
Nothing but bomb ash'll do, says the chief. Gave me a sample she'd obtained from the university stores. Couldn't believe my eyes. You pour the blackest blight water through it, and it comes out clear as a mountain stream. So, I did a bit of reading about where I might be able to get hold of some. And do you know what I found out? It's only the blimmin' bones of a bomb king. They leave them behind when they die, see?
I take it that's where I come in.
If
Do we
you
have to fight
wouldn't
something bad?
mind. I saw a
Bombs,
billet on the hunt board for one just the other day.
A bad
Look on
bomb.
myself,
The
but
hunt board, of course.
fighting dirty great balls of flame ain't exactly my forte. You, on the other hand,
Alright.
Did
I'll
you
see
say
what I can
fighting
do.
dirty balls
thank you
is not
kindly.
his forte?
And a good
balls.
hunting, eh?
Well, that's not what I saw.
Yeah, this is probably going to be an A rank or an S rank. I hate these guys.
Is it Gav?
Whoa! Whoa!
Whoa!
Whoa!
Oh! Okay.
Okay, homecoming.
I'm coming. I apologize for what happened at Roslith. I fear what might have been had not you, Gav, and Torgal fought so fiercely. Once again, you were there when I needed you most, and for that I shall forever be grateful. Seeing the city I had once come to know as my home reduced to flame and rubble has left me with much sadness in my heart. But the time for looking back is beyond us. We must focus on the here and now. Our memories will be waiting for us when this is all through.
Sid the Second.
What's this
I
guy?
trust you will forgive me for putting you and your dear uncle to the test. I am confident that a man of your position can understand the importance of earning one's trust, especially in times like these.
Mhm.
For what is worth, you have now earned mine, and I can assure you it shall not easily be relinquished. May this be the start of a fruitful relationship.
That ellipsis suggests something.
You ain't getting my fruits. Off the record. I was thumbing through the hideaway ledgers at Otto's behest, and I might have come across something that might need your attention. Maybe. And by that I mean immediately. You know where I'll be.
Oh, good. Okay.
Trouble with the ledgers. Shouldn't he be asking Otto for help?
Oh,
Yeah, cool.
next. A bad feeling. Clive, something ain't right with that hound of yours. When it pleases your lordship, come pay me a visit at the toll. Karen.
What could be wrong with Torgor? He seemed well enough when I last saw him.
He should be like right behind you, shouldn't he? Oh no, he hangs out with the kids.
Yeah. I think he was hanging about by Karen actually last time I saw him.
About Blackthorn. Oh no.
Cheers for your help dragging Blackthorn out of the dumps the other day. Thing is, I reckon he's gone and thrown himself back in, judging by the droop of his jowls lately. So I'm thinking, maybe it weren't just the leather what was on his mind? Maybe there's other demons jabbing their pitchfork into his privates?
That's a hell of a thing to say, my dude.
Yeah. I know you're a busy bloke, but next time you find yourself free, maybe we can go and ask the old bastard what's got him so hot and bothered. Assuming it ain't just the forge.
Maybe it's you, August. It seems to be that might be what you want it to be.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's nothing.
But this is
But
another
I should
plus.
speak to Blackthorn just in case.
We're just getting all the pluses.
We get all the side missions.
Sorry guys, you can't hear from main mission today. Ain't happening.
It's not happening. We're gonna go make sure that Blackthorn and August find love again.
Yes.
I got your note. You think something's wrong with Torgal?
So you can read. Congratulations. I
Rude.
didn't say I were wrong with him. I said something weren't right. He's not been eating me treats. He used to love cracking the bones from Molly's boiled brown, but now he won't so much as look at him. Didn't like him. Which is why I'm of a mind that his mind's on something else. You've not been working him too hard, have you?
No harder than usual. Is that it, boy? Do you need a rest?
What was it you said he was? A frost wolf?
That's what the lawsman seems to think.
Then maybe this all has something to do with whatever it is that's woken inside him.
I suppose things have been different since Rosalith. Perhaps Hippocrates knows something.
Instead of everything, you mean? Perhaps.
True.
Does that mean we don't have Turgle with us?
Yeah, I think he's oh, he's there.
Okay, good.
I thought we were giving him a chance to rest. Apparently not. You want to rest, boy? No.
Just kidding, you don't get one.
You come and earn your antelope. There's the Minotaur here.
That is not what we're stopping for. No, thank you.
Level
sir.
19.
I mean, we could take him, but
I'm
like,
double
no,
his level almost.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, it's certainly quiet. If I were a giant antelope, it would seem like just the place.
Okay, I mean like those giant antelope right there?
I think those are giant antelopes. I think they're regular antelopes. Oh, no, they are giant.
They're elders.
Yeah, we'll find one bigger than that. You hungry, Torgal?
Let's kill them all so that, Oh,
Over here!
That worked.
no one else gets them now. We're just gonna kill them all.
Get him! Get him!
The scarecrow scared me.
Alright, guys. I hope that didn't just extinct a species.
I think it did.
No.
Yes, how tragic.
Will it be enough, I wonder?
Oh, we cleaned that bone right off for him.
Yeah, what we
Probably could have left some meat, I mean.
Do we just stand here and make
I
a
say that answers
stew?
my question. Which means we owe the lawsman our thanks.
Oh, good boy.
Just a big puppy, aren't you? A very big puppy.
It's like, yes, I am.
You do know you can take that with you, Torgal. Lady Karen will be relieved to hear you've got your appetite back. Come on, boy.
Or you're gonna take just the one bone.
Just the one. That's all you get for the rest of your life.
Killed 5 antelope, but like,
When did you get so big?
Doo-doo-doo.
bone to pick.
I noticed you and Torgal had gone off somewhere. Take him for a walk, did you?
You could say that.
So, Molly's leftovers weren't good enough, eh? That'll teach me for treating you like you're still a pup. All right, no need to shout. Now we know what you're after. I can see about getting some in.
Speaking of which, I brought one for later. Can I leave it with you?
We just slaughtered all those antelopes, and you have. Oh,
We got 5.
you should have.
Still.
We had 5.
There were 4 legs. We should have gotten at least 4 per.
4 per, and there's 5 there. I think there should have been about 20 femurs.
We did not ethically source these femurs.
Can I? I'm nice like that. In return, you can thank Tomes for me. The bloody know-it-all.
I was just on my way to see him.
Ah, Clive. Were you able to locate your quarry?
We were indeed, Lawsman. You pointed us in exactly the right direction. And Torgal's been a very happy hound ever since.
Very good, very good.
Lady Karen sends her thanks, by the way, for your part in solving the mystery.
Ah. But that reminds me. After your last visit, I found myself pondering Torgal's talents. Do you recall our conversation concerning Lady Jill's role in Torgal's transformation?
Purdue.
About how she somehow woke the power within him.
Precisely that. A reasonable conclusion, I thought, but one which raised certain questions in my mind. You see, the Fenrir of legend served Shiva and Shiva alone, and while the powers attributed to him are certainly impressive, the records imply they are somewhat different in nature to those you described Torgal as having used.
Does he have another 4?
What are you suggesting?
That Torgal may be the beneficiary of more than one icon's power. Consider that in addition to Lady Jill, he has served as a loyal companion to you, your brother, and even the late Cid. In short, the icons hitherto near at hand, or should I say at paw, have been diverse and plenty, and that number has only grown as the realm's dominance have fallen to your sword. One can but speculate as to how all of this has affected Torgal.
He has seemed more fierce of late.
And if I am not mistaken, he will grow fiercer still. We are fortunate indeed to be able to count him amongst our allies and not our adversaries.
Oh, he's more than an ally. He's a friend.
He's best boy.
He's best boy.
Something with the ledgers. And I'm not talking to Otto about it. Does he think Otto did something? Otto
Or maybe
never.
he
She was
messed something
building a
up and it needs to be fixed.
Maybe? Oh,
All right, we have to go.
Mom. The king mom.
Clive,
Oh, jeez.
did you get my letter?
That's why I'm here.
Yeah.
Otto might be listening.
Yeah.
Is this better?
She's like, are you for real?
A little. Listen, I've some bad news. It turns out the hideaway may be slightly behind in its payment to certain lenders, and it may be my fault.
There it is.
But I swear to the goddess, I thought I had the numbers square. Sadly, that square turned out to be more of a circle.
Missed it by a 0.
0, you might say. I can straighten it out, I swear, but it's going to take some time, and I'm going to need help keeping it from Otto.
Bit late for that, I'd say.
There you are! What a surprise!
So let me get this straight. You forget to pay our lenders what they're due, and instead of coming straight to me, you get Clive to come to you. And I will dig you out of the hole you've dug for yourself. Clive, the man in charge of the place you've been cheerfully trying to bankrupt. And you thought this was a cunning plan. Why? Well, who needs paying?
Oh, just Martha. And the dame. And, well, Lady Karen. But only 500 talents.
We owe 3 of our most trusted friends 5 million gil.
Each. 5 million each. They lent us the bulk of the money we used to rebuild the hideaway, you see, and well, I must have made some sort of oversight.
Those ledgers were my responsibility, and it was my decision to entrust them to you. This is my fault.
Do we have that much to hand? I can always ask my uncle.
No, we don't. And no, you won't. We've lightened Lord Rosfield's purse enough. After the king's ransom we had off him, he deserves better than to see our begging bowl. Besides, we'll need to learn to stand on our own if we're gonna make this work.
All right. But that doesn't mean you have to shoulder the burden yourself. Is there anything I can do to help?
There might be. How'd you fancy taking these to Martha and the dame?
Rocks.
Rocks, he says. Worth 1,000 talents apiece, these are.
A little something Sid and I set aside for when times got lean. And I reckon 15 million in overdue debt probably qualifies. I just hope our associates' eyes are a bit more discerning than yours.
I'm sure there will be.
Should be me making the rounds, really. But you know how it is with this place. Orders to bark, arses to wipe, and all that.
I know. Which is why I don't mind going in your place.
Go. Do you know why I only gave Master Clive here 2 star rubies?
Because you'd rather Lady Karen killed me.
Because I'd rather Lady Karen killed you. Yes.
Well, I suppose this is goodbye then.
Don't worry. I'm sure Karen will understand.
Really? Do you think so?
No, I don't.
Good luck, bro.
You know when you go to somebody's house, when somebody invites you over to dinner at their house, and then they start like sniping at each other, but they're like pretending it's like funny and like underhanded and like, and you're just sitting there awkwardly trying to eat your potatoes. That's what it felt like.
Yep. Sure did. I can't believe Lady Karen had over 5 million gil. She's got some connections then.
She's got some connections, man.
Damn. So we're paying them double what we owe them then.
Yes.
Clive, we weren't expecting you.
I wasn't expecting to be here. But it seems we still owe you a considerable amount of coin for your help with our rebuilding efforts. And though I doubt it's what you were expecting, we were hoping you'd take this as payment.
A star ruby? I can't accept this. It's worth at least twice what you owe me. More if you can find yourself the right buyer.
Think of the difference as interest.
Interest? If word got out I charged that much, no one would ever borrow from me again. Anyway, why are you the one here asking me about this? I'd have expected Otto. Bit much sending the Lord Marquis out to settle your debts, isn't it? The old goat working himself to death again.
Something like that. Most days I think he's the only reason the hideaway's still standing.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Same as always, eh? Back when the place was nothing but a twinkle in the eye of a recently retired Lord
That's a legit
Commander.
concern.
Word is he was the first one Sid reached out to. Probably knew that without his strong arm and level head, the idea would never get off the ground.
That's fair.
Sid may have been the face of the hideaway, but Otto's always been the backbone. And when Sid passed away, we were all worried that would be the end of it. That Otto would just give up.
His death was hard on everyone. But it must have hit Otto hardest of all.
But he didn't give up, did he? Quite the opposite, in fact. If I recall, he was the one who nominated you as Sid's replacement, and rallied the rest around you. I reckon what he saw in Sid, he saw in you too. And don't we all? Doesn't hurt that you're half as stubborn and twice as handsome, neither.
Thanks,
That,
Martha. No
and you
fingers.
keep good company.
Read your sign, Martha.
I suppose I do.
And I don't think Joe would approve anyways. All right, there's one. Hey, Isabel.
Milady, I come bearing gifts.
Notice penis.
Gifts. Whatever is the occasion. Oh my. Clive, you really have outdone yourself.
Otto asked me to give it to you. To settle the Hideaway's debt with the Veil. And to compensate you for the time it took us to do so.
You disappoint me, Clive. I thought you might finally be warming to me. Tell Otto he can keep his baubles. I tried to tell him as much the first time around. The man owes me nothing, nor does the Hideaway. My contribution to the restoration effort was made freely and willingly. It was the least I could do.
I'll take 10 million.
You once told me Sid did you a kindness. I'd like to do the same. Please, accept it. For my sake. And for Otto's. For all of us. For all you've done.
It is rather fetching, isn't it?
You take a girl look lovely on you.
Very well. Otto is lucky to have you, Clive. I doubt anything could ever replace his son. But you and the others at the Hideaway are the closest thing he has to family.
Otto had a son.
Long ago, yes. Sid told me Otto lost him when he was just a boy, and blamed himself for not being able to stop it. I don't know how it happened, whether there was anything he could have done, but it was clear that it weighed heavily on him.
I didn't know.
How could you have? I doubt anyone did. Besides Sid, I've never met a man more keen to bear his sorrows in stoic silence. An ill habit, given that both have always been surrounded by friends desperate to help them.
I'm beginning to see that.
I wonder who that sounds like.
Oh, yeah, I know.
We will
Our
want to know the
neighbors
stones
just-
were delivered. If he's still with us.
What am I going to do without sweet water and oil of talc?
seem very,
Don't care.
yeah, happy to just be silent.
That's what you're gonna go with?
Yeah. Yeah, just those people.
Mm-hmm.
Not sure who else it could be.
No idea.
No.
Can't imagine it's you.
No. That's crazy talk. Where'd you come up with such
Is
a
that the thing Times help?
insane theory?
Goat. Still alive, I see. So Lady Karen accepted the ruby.
Ah, about that. I tried my best, but she was just too stubborn to take it. She threw it right back in my face, in fact, and told me I could stick my stupid stone where the sun don't shine.
Karen refused payment.
I hope it wasn't something I said.
I'm sure you were as tactful as ever. Let me see what I can do.
Oh, wonderful. I hope you have better luck than I did.
And once again, we end up doing it all over.
Yep. Somebody else was designated to do something and they didn't do it, so we'll finish it off. It was just a fluffer.
Lady Karen, Goat tells me you weren't happy with our offer. Would you prefer the debt was repaid in coin?
What debt? I don't recall lending any of you like me hard-earned gil. I may have tossed a talent or two in the Hideaway's coffers, but those were donations, and you can hardly call it charity if you go asking for it back.
Of course not. But one good turn deserves another. And our circumstances have changed. Surely you wouldn't shun the gratitude of a pauper who happened to have become a prince.
Oh, so you're a prince now, are you? Fine. But I'm selling it and taking what I'm owed, then you're getting the rest whether you like it or not.
She's so funny.
Yeah.
Where'd you even get this? A decent trader might nab 1,000 talents for a star ruby. A canny one, meanwhile, might claim it were nicked from the belt of Sid the Outlaw himself and ask twice as much. Might be I already have a buyer in mind. Might be you even know her. A fine continental maid whose beauty's only eclipsed by a guile in commerce. You wouldn't mind, would you?
Not at all. Just be sure to tell her that it's always a pleasure doing business.
Who?
Not sure. I'm trying to remember who that was, but
I know. It's like a maid. Who's a maid that would be able to buy a star ruby?
I hear you ended up delivering all 3 stones. Thanks to this lump. I sometimes wonder what I pay you for.
Speaking of which,
Now's
I still
no
haven't
time.
been paid last month's wages.
all the money I get.
So you remember what's owed to you, then? Get your ass behind that disc of yours and don't get up before those ledgers are square.
Right away.
I've seen that before.
You have, yeah. Plenty of times. It was the only goblet Sid ever used. Either out of habit, or because the filthy soul couldn't be bothered to find a clean one.
I knew so little about him.
Like most people.
Martha and the Dame both seem to have fond memories of him.
I bet they do.
How long did you know Sid before he...
Before he died. 20 summers, give or take. Back in the day, I was a purser on a trade ship, which is where I met him. He bought passage to, forget where. And having nothing better to do on the long nights, we sit up drinking island rum till the morning bell dragged me back to my duties. Quit my post not long after that, on account of making a fine maiden's belly fat. But me and Sid stayed close, promising we'd one day sail the seas again. That was before fate stepped in and said she was having none of it. The magic woke inside my son soon after his first name day, and there was no hiding his knack.
Couldn't you and your family have...
My family were the ones who summoned the constable, wanted the monster taken away.
Ah.
I couldn't turn my back on him. Forget what I felt, and I couldn't for the life of me understand how they could. Luckily, Sid was of the same mind as me. It was him who stood beside me when all I wanted was to tear the whole world down. Him who cried for me when I had no tears left of my own. Him who swore he'd do everything he could to stop it from happening again. And he was true to his word, too. Left the Royal Army once and for all. His ranks, his ribbons, gone. Just like that. Threw away everything he had. All to right a wrong that no one else had the courage to face. I knew then I'd follow that man to the ends of the earth.
See Sid again.
He was always too clever for his own good, was Sid. Saw the world for what it really was, while the rest of us were content to go along with the lie we were shown.
I miss him.
And it can't have been easy, bearing that burden alone. But he didn't let it stop him. He never lost faith in what he believed was right. And that gave us faith in him. Faith he'd steer us true. So I swore to myself that I'd always be right behind him, ready to catch the stubborn sod if ever he should fall. But I couldn't even do that. Ignore me. Just the ramblings of a tired old man. Leave that lot. I'll tidy it up in a bit.
This is Sid's handwriting. Dear Otto.
I may be drunk, but I wanted you to know this place would be fucked without you. Love you, you grumpy old sod.
This note.
What about it?
Sid was right. Without you, we'd all be lost.
He should have bloody well said so then. Just once. Before he went. But then, why would he? Him, or anyone? I'd only have told him to piss off.
Our neighbors, man.
You're wrong, though. Both of you. It was never just me keeping the hideaway afloat. It was all of us. I just shoved people in the right direction. I barely seem to be able to do that anymore.
Would you rather go at the helm?
Well, maybe I've got a few more years left in me.
I'm going to hold you to that, Otto.
Before you go, Sid would have wanted you to have this.
Hasn't been washed.
But that's...
Probably not.
This will do me just fine. Thanks for the ray of sunshine. I'll see if I can't pay you back.
Already have.
This game!
Y'all, this is why you don't skip the side missions in this game. Holy crap, we are learning some stuff.
My heart hurts so bad.
Sid's Gauntlet. What does it do? Displayed in Clive's chambers. There we go. Crazy. If we didn't do side missions, we never would have found any of that out.
We would have missed all of this lore and all of this immersiveness to the story. This game has been incredible
Kupo.
for adding all like the extra like stories and stuff in the side missions that you just don't like, because usually you have to go through the main mission to find this stuff. No, you miss all of this.
Yeah, some of the side missions are just like retrieval, Uber driver delivery. That's it.
Totally.
Some of them are really incredibly well done.
Yes.
Bomb sightings. Are you in the hunt for a bomb king, Goopa? If so, I have a billet that might interest you.
Yeah, ma'am, sir. It's your ma'am.
So yes, we still got this one.
The cattery.
We don't know where that is yet. Oh wait. Did we look in Delmac? Yeah, we looked in Delmac, didn't we?
We did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Croc and Sembrek.
Oh, it's a bee.
The Cursebreaker, aiming for the Imperial chase, took a wrong turn into a nearby wood, within which she discovered the ruins of a fallen airship, and within them, a beast akin to a great ball of fire that chased her, screaming from the grove. The soldier later identified the creature in an almanac of echoes, but was firm in her insistence that the bomb she saw was near 10 times the size of the one depicted therein.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, and here.
Okay.
This is different. Okay.
Well, that looks like something that might be ruined there.
Yeah. Looks like a house. A giant mansion.
I can walk from here.
This might be the cattery too. Could be.
Well, the category's done back yet.
Oh, right.
Oh, there's the croc. Okay. So this is called Heaven Hall. And the croc is just outside the gate here to the right. What a croc.
What a crock.
Oh, okay. Giving us a potion before we go in there. Oh, magic dash. There we go. Right there.
Right there.
And you're going to turn into a massive ball of fire.
Those eyeballs. Oh.
Okay.
It's real big. Yeah.
Thank you.
What we have here. Greetings, Your Majesty.
It felt bigger when I was...
Do you want to continue that phrasing?
No.
Get him.
No, I do not.
Nice try.
I do not.
Comments below if you should continue that phrasing.
Too slow.
I say enough inappropriate things on this channel.
Get him.
Look, we're not wrong.
Give me this one.
Oop, and dodge that one. Oh, what's this? Are you making babies?
Like, imitations of myself.
You make babies?
He doesn't even have a steak bar.
No, he is.
Oh, good. Good.
Nice try. This one.
Oh, okay, I killed all the babies. That's good.
That's not what you want to say. Yep.
Don't say that ever. Don't say that, folks.
Sure don't.
No, I'm on fire.
Too slow.
It's all about babe. I wasn't technically wrong.
You weren't wrong. Nope.
Over here.
Oh, you have like no help.
Okay, he's dead. Well, that was...
Your reign is over. Now to collect the ash.
Is that
This
it?
looks like the
Oh,
stuff.
oh, that's okay. There's
Let's
three.
see if there's any more. That should do it. If Hawaii needs more than this, he can fetch it himself.
Right? Every time we go down here, it's like, hey, can I go help?
Yeah.
Right there, Sid?
No.
How's that hunt for the bomb ash going?
I have it here.
That's the stuff. And plenty of it, too. Enough to keep the Olympic bubbling away for a good old while. You're a gent, Sid. Let nothing say otherwise. Right then,
They wouldn't dare.
let's get this contraption up and running.
How long's a good long while? Like a year? Like 20 years? Like sometime later.
Yeah. It's sometime later.
There we have it. The Telemon Alembic. And it works just like the chief said it would.
Very impressive.
Cool.
Says the man who cut down a burning boulder. Speaking of which, I still haven't returned the favor.
There's no need. The good it will do for the hideaway is reward enough.
Don't be silly. why don't you let me take a look at that bag of yours? The one you keep your potions in. Reckon I could work
You've
some
reached a man of
magic on
potions.
that.
What kind of magic?
Well, we happen to have isolated a substance in our test run of the Alembic that I reckon will make even the toughest leather supple as anything. Thought we might use it to breathe new life into old boots and the like. Save the hideaway a few gil. Ah, I reckon if we slap a bit on your bag, it'll loosen it up enough for you to squeeze in a bottle or two more.
Every man wants is a looser bag.
It can't hurt to try, I suppose.
That's the spirit. Leave it with me. I'll only be a mo.
You, sir, that is not okay.
Well, what do you reckon?
It certainly feels more flexible.
Right?
It's not what you want.
Told you.
Thank you.
Thought that's what everybody wanted, was more flexibility.
You want something pretty taut.
Thank
Otherwise,
you
you're getting too old.
for supporting Mid and the rest of us in our endeavors. Without you, we'd never have been able to discover wonders like that stuff I rubbed on your bag. And I'm telling you, there's plenty more where that came from.
If you ever need a good rub on your bag there, Clyde, you all go on and see Owen.
He's got you handled.
All right, Blackthorn. Last but not least, what you got?
Blackthorn, do you have a moment?
Not really, no.
This won't take long. I just wanted to ask how you're getting on. August was worried about you, and you might still be doubting your craft, even after learning the trick of that cuirass. Is there something else weighing on your mind? Perhaps sharing your thoughts might help.
That bastard's like a dog with a bone.
I think he has a crush on you.
Still, he's got a keen eye, I'll give him that. He's just, well, Karen showed me something. Something I've never seen before.
And that was?
A sword. An odd-looking thing with a single-edged blade. The metal itself wasn't anything to write home about, but fuck me. The edge on it. You could slice a man clean in two with a weapon like that, and he'd be halfway home before he even realised he'd been cut.
So that's what's troubling you.
No. Not troubling me exactly. More distracting. Can't stop thinking, how do you get an edge that sharp? It's driving me mad.
And if you knew how to do it, we could arm the curse breakers with even better blades.
That's about the size of it, yeah.
I'll see what I can find out. Sharper swords are always welcome, and we can't have our master blacksmith being distracted.
You're a soft touch, you know that. But I can't say I'm not grateful for it. Good luck, eh?
Thank you.
He's grateful for Clive's
Let's see what
touch.
Karen knows about this sword.
At least he can admit it, I guess. Lady Karen?
You're looking well, Karen.
What do you want?
You spoke to
Out
her.
with it.
I want to know about the sword you showed Blackthorn. Single-edged and extremely sharp.
Running around after him again, are you?
I suppose I am, yes. But I need to help him find out how to work an edge like that. It's driving him to distraction.
Little wonder, I suppose. There's not many like that make it as far as the twins, and those that do go straight into private collections. Which made it nice and easy finding a buyer.
Can you tell me who bought it? Where is it now?
You think I tell people who my clients are? Suppose you're not likely to go nicking him off me, are you now? Fine. If you stop mooning at me like that. Lord Ignac's the man you want. Dalmecian bloke. Collects weapons and the like. And he's got more money than sense, which is why he's one of my favourite clients. Reckon he'll still be at the inn in Dalamil, where I left him.
Thank you, Karen.
So this is how she got 5 million gil.
And he's a touch eccentric, if you take my meaning.
I don't.
I appreciate the warning.
That could literally mean anything.
People take notice of wealthy
we're
men.
welcome in here again?
Shouldn't be too hard to track down Karen's
Right,
collector.
right. That's the thing.
No, I didn't see me.
Crystal gone. What are we gonna
Teensy
do?
me.
Calm yourself.
Welcome. If you're hoping for a bed, I'm afraid you'll have to look elsewhere.
I'll just go find one myself,
One of
thank
our
you.
wealthy
No,
patrons
don't. I
has
think that might be the
purchased
goal.
use of every room, hoping to keep
No,
out the
she's done with
riffraff,
the table.
as he puts it.
Oh, one of our wealthy patrons purchased the use of every room to keep the riffraff out.
Street rat?
Riffraff.
Scoundrel?
Reputation will
Take
be
that.
ruined.
Yeah.
Ruined!
Calm yourself, Lord Ignac, I beg of you, before you do yourself a mischief.
Pardon the intrusion, but
Out! Get out!
That's
I
eccentric.
paid for these rooms so I wouldn't be disturbed. Leave me be!
Please, allow me to apologize.
Colin Mocker?
His lordship is going through a difficult time, and he's never been fond of guests arriving unannounced.
Radim! Get rid of the filthy oaf this instant!
Kick your
Very
parking.
good, Lord
Jeez.
Ignac. Would you mind stepping outside for a moment?
What do you need me to get to calm him down? Somebody stole the sword, didn't they?
Somebody stole the sword.
I'm sorry if I've caused you any trouble.
That? No, no, no. That's just how his
Oh,
lordship
that's
is.
what's eccentric.
Though
Got
the
it.
morning's events have left him somewhat fractious. He has been dispossessed of his luggage, you see. The thieves also made away with a considerable amount of coin. Coin the innkeeper will soon be keen to collect.
I don't suppose a certain blade was among the stolen items. A single-edged sword. It was purchased from a merchant friend of mine.
Ah, you know Lady Karen. Yes, I'm afraid it was.
Then I'll retrieve Lord Ignac's luggage. But I have one condition.
You have but to state it. You are welcome to anything that is within my power to grant.
I want an audience with Lord Ignac. A few minutes should be enough. Then I'll be on my way.
A condition I would be a fool to refuse. Of course, you shall have your audience.
I don't suppose you saw where the thieves went.
I did not, no. Though some discreet inquiries made on his lordship's behalf mean that I know where you might find them. The bandit's bed. Every ill-gotten coin in Dalamal is said to pass through that disreputable corner of the Valcroy.
And that's where I'm heading.
I shall speak to Lord Ignac in your absence, and arrange for an audience upon your triumphant return.
That will be very kind of you.
Farewell, and best of luck.
Okay. It's a good day.
It's a good day.
Ready, girl? Faster!
Oh, hello. Oh, this looks pretty easy.
Okay, guys. Don't mind if I do.
Come on, lads, let's tear the
This guy just showed up and started like, blowing us around. Not cool.
Oh, wow, that was nice in a stagger bar.
These are dirty.
Darn, yeah.
He's so weak. Those other guys all dead?
Yeah, I think so.
Wow. That's amazing.
It's pretty handy.
It really is.
Nice.
All yours, Torvald. This one.
Nice. Spacious outfit.
Over here.
Nice try.
Go, Tor. Get him. Go, Tor.
Oh, easy, innkeeper.
Too easy.
I'll take that. Yeah, where's the
This must
sword?
be Knack's luggage.
Secrets.
Nothing seems to be damaged. All right. Let's get it back to Dalamel.
There was nothing there that was big enough to house a sword.
I hear I have you to thank for the return of my effects. What shall I call you, my good man?
Wyvern. Glad to make your acquaintance.
A formidable name indeed. Well, Wyvern, I appear to be in your debt. Redeem here tells me you wished for an audience. Is that all?
A few moments of your time should suffice, yes.
You're a peculiar fellow, Wyvern. All right, speak.
Master Wyvern was wondering if you could tell him about a certain single-edged sword you recently acquired.
Oh, a true work of art, that one. Karen drove me hard on the price, but I would have sold her Radim here to get my hands on that sword. It was made in the Outer Isles, far beyond the Twins, and is used exclusively by the practitioners of a unique school of swordsmanship. They believe no combat should ever exceed a single strike, and hone their blades to such perfection that none ever does. Each
That's
sword
intense.
is made for
So
that one
intense.
perfect stroke, and for that stroke only. They crack upon a second blow. There's a brutal sort of beauty to it, really.
But how do they hone such an edge?
Fine question. Why, they use a whetstone, of course. Whetstones, rather. A whole array of them, ranging from the coarse to the fine. 10,000 licks with the sharpening stone, then 10,000 more. But it is the final stone which lends the blade its legendary sharpness. A mineral quite foreign to this great realm of ours. And that is the key. The secret ingredient.
Like it's on a different realm or a different...
Wyvern, it occurs to me that my little lecture is hardly equal to services rendered. Take this, together with my regards.
Is this what we need?
Stone of which I spoke.
Okay.
Far rarer among collectors than even the blade itself. And a far more fitting payment.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Convenient.
Pardon the intrusion, my lordship. However, it is long past time we prepared ourselves to depart.
So it is. I am locked in bitter competition with a rival collector of curiosities. I am one step ahead of the unscrupulous scoundrel, but he is hard at my heels.
Are there many other collectors out there?
Too many to count, but only one do I consider my nemesis. Lord Byron Rosfield. And is a
Makes sense. He's
perennial
just as
thorn
eccentric.
in my
Totally.
side.
In a different sense.
I can imagine.
Farewell, Wyvern. May our paths cross again. Ready?
That's
We
so
mustn't dawdle.
funny.
Of course it was. Should have guessed.
Of course.
Crazy uncle.
So
I think his lordship is rather taken with you, Master Wyvern. Thank you again for your assistance.
say hi to Uncle for me.
Coming, my lordship. I'll be right there.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. Who else? Right.
Eccentric meets
Trust Uncle
eccentric.
Byron to find such an interesting rival.
They're two peas in a
Now,
pod, those
Let's see
two.
what Blackthorn makes of this whetstone, shall we? Sorry for the wait, but hopefully you'll agree it was worth it.
You learned something about that sword then?
I did better than that.
A whetstone?
Yes. But not one you'll find anywhere in Valestia.
I love how they do the fill-ins.
Yeah. So it was blackout.
No wonder I couldn't get the same finish on the grinding wheel. One hit and all done, eh? Might not be so bad if all you ever fought were duels. Good luck on the battlefield. Your second opponent would be your last, no matter how good you were.
Even so, is there some way it could be used to give the curse breakers an edge?
I think so, yeah. With this whetstone and the right kind of steel, I could probably even make a twin of the blade that rattled me. But there'd be no replacing this little rock once I worn it down to a sliver. I reckon we get a dozen swords from it, if that. Swords that the curse breakers wouldn't know how to wield properly, and that would see them through a single fire piece. Nah, no point trying to copy that thing. Be about as much use as a wax anvil. But finishing our blades with a whetstone this fine, now that's something to consider. And what's finer than fallen masonry, eh? Or more hard wearing, for that matter. Just imagine it. Good Valisthian steel with an edge as sharp as any found in the Outer Isles. I won't make a copy, nah. I'll make something much better.
Yeah, you
Yes, you
will.
will.
The curse breakers will be delighted. Just don't push yourself too hard.
Yeah.
You know he's going to.
Don't you worry about me, Sunshine. I've been working day and night since I was half your age, and I'll still be here when you're long gone.
Probably.
Probably.
Hey, thanks, Clive. I mean it. I owe you one, August too. It's good to know someone's looking out for me.
You'll be happy to hear you said that.
And I'll see that my debt to you's paid. First new blade I make's got your name on it.
Thank
You come and find me
Bet it
when you've
does.
got the materials.
All right?
Got him right now.
I will.
Probably.
I've been everywhere, man. Across the desert bare, man. Breathe that mountain air, man. Traveled. Done my share. Been everywhere.
Is this how you're slipping songs in now? That's what we're doing.
Song? What song?
This is what we've resorted to.
I have no idea what you're speaking of.